What's good, guys? What's good? What's good? Good morning. I hope you're all doing well, guys. Just let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. All right, just let me know quickly if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Need to change something here. Let me just change something here. Yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning. Just let me know if you can hear me. Okay, sound is good. Sound seems okay. Sound seems okay. So I'm back on the streams, guys. Just want to give you guys some trade ideas. Yeah, just want to give you guys some trade ideas. And hopefully we have some fun. Maybe we could get some trades together. I'm actually in a trade right now. I'll share with you guys what trade I'm on very soon. Just like and share the stream and confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. All right, just like and share, confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. What is this? What's happening? I'm just trying to change something. There's something that's not working here. I'm trying to fix something here, guys. Give me a second. We've been having challenges. That's why I took time to come on the stream. There's some technical issues that I'm having here. For some weird reason, you know. For some weird reason. But we fixed it, so. There's something that's popping up here that shouldn't be popping up on my stream. Oh man. Let me just reach out to one of my team members. Fix this now. It's a lot of work, guys, that goes into these streams, in case you didn't know. Okay. It's a lot of work that goes in these streams. It just looks like we just put them in front of you and then you're just like, oh, these guys are live and whatever. But it's a lot of work that actually goes in the stream. I hope you really enjoy them anyway. But I you know, it's a lot of work that goes into putting all this. And it's just coming here, being here, you know. But I mean, that's what we do better. So yeah, now I can't see your charts, your comments. Oh, here we go. Okay. Morning, Mr. Nas. Hey, bro. How are you? Like and share the stream, guys. That's the main tell of the year. Good morning. Loud and clear. I'm glad not working today. Yes, I can be here in state. Okay, that's pretty awesome. How can I join your VIP? There's links in the description right now. Just go check. There's links in the description right now. Just go check. You'll probably find something there. You're gonna join easily. Yeah. Look at this, guys. Gold on a 15 minutes time frame. If we tested this level about like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 times, this area here. We tested this level about 4 times. So this was the first time. No, actually 5 times. First time, second time, third time, 4 times. This is the 5th time. All right. I'm kind of doubting if the markets might want to come back there anytime soon, right? Because we all know that if price retests a level twice, it might already come back there. You know, if it does, well, maybe, but I just don't think it might want to come back here. I'll show you something also based on like my stations here. So we opened Asian, right? I mean, we opened Asian high, then we came down. Asian closed around. Asian closed around. Let me put a price point here. Let me put a price point here. This was basically no. This was not Asian close. This was Asian low actually. Let me correct myself. This is the Asian low. 46.17 Asian low. All right. Then Asian closed around 46.20. No, 46.33. I highly doubt the price might come back. Now, 46.33 is still around this area. All right. So I'm highly doubting that price might want to come back around this space. All right. I don't really think price has, if it does, maybe it's just gonna, come back and just do something like that. But I highly doubt that that's, something that price wants to do as of right now. Because normally if prices, if we open a new session close to the low of the recent one, we tend to like just push to the opposite side, like the opposite high or the opposite low of that recent session. All right. So in this case, we open around the low of Asian. All right. We might be pushing back to the high of Asian, possibly. All right. Just so you guys know. But again, I'm looking at a bullish move. In the meantime, in as much as I think that maybe price might want to change this trend as time goes, I'll give you guys levels to watch as well. So I'm in a trade right now. Let me show you guys the trade I have running. Let me show you guys. I just took it out here, but I'm in a trade right now. It's a gold buy. This is the trade that I have running right now. Would I advise you take it? If you want to, right? It's a high risk trade though, because the idea is that I do think that price is just pushing to, let me put this here for you. I do think that price is pushing to 61.8, which is a level around here. All right. So maybe we are targeting roughly around like, let me say about like, maybe like 180 points, 200 points, roughly. Right. Before, if maybe price decides to push up, maybe we have more volume, we could push up. If we don't have, maybe we could push down. All right. But I think it's a high risk trade, to be honest. And you just, if you're gonna take this one, you might want to risk responsibly. Right. I know I have more trades coming for the day. So you guys, if you're in the VIP and all that, you don't need to worry about that, right? Yeah. So anyway, if you check here too, price did create some kind of like support. This is a low around like the 45 minutes time frame. So we did create support here. And quite recently, we did create a very interesting resistance level. So let me show you guys. We did create a very interesting resistance level. If I play back candles here, I'm just going to take out this. We don't need this now. All right. So look at this. If I play back candles, look at that. Okay. Price does push there on a 45 minutes time frame. So we did create a resistance level right here. If you check quite well, right? This, guys, is a resistance level. This is a very strong resistance level currently. All right. So if you check, candle pushes down. We see this candle pushing down, breaking the low of the recent 45 minutes candle. All right. Which also, if you check now, what happens is, of course, price has to go down. So this candle should create a high first and price goes down. I think that's actually what happened. You can see that clearly happening right there. So it went down. The most recent area of interest that I have is basically this one here. All right. So this is my most recent one, this recent high. This could be like a selling point if price gets there. Let me give you guys another selling spot if price was to get to a certain level that I'm also looking at. You might want to watch it too. It's this one. It's a minor level though. Where is it? Where is it? There's a level right here. Right. It's kind of like a minor level, but you might want to watch this. This is a minor level. All right. It's kind of like a minor resistance level. Right. I do think that price might be going up to here. Right. So whatever it's doing here, my approach on gold currently is that potentially price is doing something like this. All right. So it's moving from this area of interest. All right. To the next minor level, or potentially to the main level, which is the main resistance level, right? So this is what I'm looking at, guys, as of the moment. Okay, I'm just gonna take out this. So don't worry about these trade plans. I always post them in the Telegram channel, right? So you guys don't have to worry about that. I always post them in the main public channel that we have, right? So let me just put this here for you. The level in question is somewhere here. Okay, this is a minor resistance level. Yeah, so basically this is what's happening right now. Yeah. Do I think the trend is bullish? I think we've been sitting in some kind of like a range most of yesterday. Part of today we pushed up. In fact, this was yesterday. Part of today actually we pushed up, and then part of today we pushed down too. All right. The most recent impulse is a bearish move. All right. So I do think that in as much as price may be pushing up slightly, it's just maybe like a correctional move. All right. So maybe it's just like trying to correct before the next push to the downside. So let's see what happens. I'm also watching my 45 minutes here. I'm watching this low of the recent candle. If this candle is going to break its low, maybe potentially we could see a switch in a trend I don't know. I can't confirm that as yet. But I do think that price is pushing back firstly to 46.75. Yeah, 46.75. It might take time. Maybe it might build up and so on. But I do think the price is pushing there first for the meantime. Yeah, so these are levels I'm watching for, guys. Would I sell here? Yes, if I get a confirmation at this minor level, I would sell. If I also get a confirmation here, I would sell here as well. All right. Yeah. What else I got trading? Let me know. Let me just check on my trades here. Because I have some trades, some buys here that I don't think they're going well right now. I was up like 50 points, but now I'm down like maybe 45 or something. What else I got trading? Let me know in the chat so that I can look at that as well. I gave you guys my breakdown here on gold. All right, I'll send these trade plans. Don't worry about that. So you guys can just like figure out exactly the exact levels and so on. Is there still room for price to push up? Yeah, there is still room for price to push up. But I don't know if it's gonna push up right here. Yeah, we'll see. Your volume is too low today. My mic is too far away from me, maybe. Or it could be that the music is too loud. Let's reduce the music a little bit. It could be the music is too loud. Yeah. Or maybe your volume on your phone is just low or something. Where are your 45 minutes candles? I think you saw them. These ones here. This is my 45 minutes candles. So right now we might be creating an area of interest, which is kind of weird to be honest. We might be creating one right here. Where price is at. We might be creating one right now. Only if this candle closes bearish. Only if it does close bearish. We might be creating one. Yeah, let's see what happens. But it looks like we might be creating one right now. Based off this. I'll do like a very quick YouTube video. I think today. I'll post it maybe tomorrow or something. Just to explain to you guys how I do this correlation. Alright. I did a small video on Telegram, but I'm going to do like a much better YouTube as well. Just so you guys can understand how I do this. Alright. It's not of course the fullness. Okay. But again, I'll just try like give you guys a perspective of how everything works. Alright. And how I'm coming up with like important levels in terms of like my key main areas of interest and so on. All right. Yeah. What else I got trading? Anyway, there's a level here too. It's like a minor support level here. This is an area of interest here too. There is actually right here. Let me just check something. Yeah, there's a level right here, guys. There's a level right here. I don't know if it's going to hold the price or not. We'll see. I think it's subjective. Let's see how price is going to close the current candle. And then watch how the next one maybe, reacts to the price. Yeah. I'm in a bit of a drawdown right now because I took a buy trade earlier. I have my stop around like 46.30. Yeah, 46.30. Let's see. We'll see what happens. But this is what I think is going to happen. What else I got trading? So I can look at that. How are you able to show 2 time frames on one screen? I use trading view. So there's a tool I use to just come up with that. Yeah. But you don't need that. You can just like switch time frames if you want to. You could switch time frames. Do you still allow people in your free VIP? Apparently, I still do. I think today might actually be the last day. Let me check because we put a timer on this. Let me just check. I think we put a timer. Let me just check. Someone says I'm selling gold right now. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. I hope you caught it from the top here to reduce your risk. Yesterday's market conditions were terrible. Yeah, yesterday was a bit tough. I won't lie. Yesterday was tough for me as well. Because I took the first trade. It went in drawdown. It went in profit slightly. Then went in drawdown. And then I think I closed it before it hit my stop. And then afterwards, we took the second trade, which went in profits, I think about like 200 points. It hit TP1 and then, you know, markets turned around. Yeah, but luckily I think we secured some gains at TP1 yesterday. So it was a very tough day yesterday. It was very tough. I don't know how today is going to be. We'll see. I took my first trade already. Doesn't look good. But I mean, we still have a couple of hours into today. So let's just see what happens. But yesterday was very tough. I think for most of us. Yeah. There's still people who caught some good trades yesterday. But like if you check, markets were mostly ranging, I would say. Yeah, if you check here, markets ranged for quite a long time. They pushed up, then came down, and then later on, later in the night, that's when they made that impulse move. All right. Then we saw another impulse move during Asian, which is the downside. I think overall, if you zoom out, right, you realize that markets are kind of like still not trending per se this week as yet. If you look at, let's say, the 4 hour, no, not 4 hour, let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, you realize that this is all that markets have done this week so far, right? I think from from somewhere here. Yeah, from somewhere here. Pushed up, came down. Roughly, I think about 400, 500 points. So it hasn't been the most that we can see. But let's see. So it's still Tuesday, right? It's still Tuesday. So let's see what happens. It's still a Tuesday. I'm looking at BTC USD. Okay. Maybe I check out that as well. BTC, then we check out Nasdaq. Yeah. The music was okay. Okay. Let's try and bring it back. I think the mic was too far. Yeah, I think the mic was too far. And I think the sound on the mic also was, the volume on the mic was also low. So I just couldn't be as audible as possible. When I'm doing another challenge, 100 to 1,000, I don't know. Maybe soon, bro. Maybe soon. It could be soon. I have a bunch of things on my plate, to be honest, that I'm trying to do for the trading community. And it's been weighing on me a lot. So I'm trying to ensure that I execute most of it so that you guys can benefit from the value that comes with whatever it is that I have planned out. All right. One of which is a Forex workshop. I think today we should get to conclude on a venue space. And then afterwards, I could let you guys know the dates, and then yeah, you could anticipate. If possible, you could start getting your registrations, and yeah, it's gonna be free, definitely. So you don't pay anything, but again, you just need to register or something like that. All right, so that we know that you're in. All right, but I'll tell you guys about that. 30 minutes candle. I don't like how the 30 minutes candle closed. It's a bearish candle breaking the recent bullish candle. Could mean that there's a level being created here as well. But we'll see. We'll see. I'd like to trade side to side with you. There's links everywhere in my streams. So just click somewhere, you get inside my VIPs or something like that. Yeah. If you click the boat to my free VIP, I think after today you might not be able to get inside, because I'm seeing the timer here is today is the last day, right? I put it today, so you won't be able to get in after today. So make sure you get in today. If you're not inside, just click the link somewhere in my bio description, and then just it's a self-service. Okay, you just interact with the boat. The boat gives you access to my VIP. All right. So go check the links. Yeah, guys, let's look at BTC, right? Let's check out BTC. Let's check this out. This was a trade plan I had yesterday. It didn't play out. I also didn't have confirmation here because I assumed price would come back around here. But when I saw the 45 minutes time frame, let me show you. I didn't see any confirmation. So I think I sent this trade plan to the free channel as well. And I think at the time I sent it, price was sitting somewhere here. All right, it was sitting somewhere here. And if you do check, you realize that we did create a resistance level. right? On a 45 minutes time frame. This was the area here. So my thought was if price can come back, all right? Price can come back here and retest this level to create another area of interest right there, or potentially close off bearish on the 45 minutes, because this was an area of loss of volume here. All right, so price came back here. Let me show you. When price got back there, it didn't create anything of such a nature. So if you check, price went up, came back to test that same level. Look at this. This is the same level, right? So price retesting that level. My thought was, hey, you know what? We could get an area of interest. But this candle, this one here, this candle confirmed to me that we're breaking off of this area of interest, which is the same level that we had right here. All right. So it was a sell spot, yes. But I have times where I have an area of interest. It's like a sell spot. I'm anticipating sells. And price gets there. I don't get a confirmation. What do? I don't take the trade. All right. I don't even flip my analysis. Like I don't flip to like look for a buy or something. In this case, I wasn't going to do that. All right. But again, if you check, this is like a breakout. If you look at the next candle on the 15 minutes, it totally confirms the breakout. Okay, not this one. I think it was it this one? No, it's not this one too. On a 45, you do confirm the breakout because you can see the candles crossing above the recent high. All right. So look at that. That candle now pushes up, and then we got like clean breakout. All right. But again, if you are looking at the 45 minutes time frame, you saw the breakout even before the push up happens, right? So if you are the type to change like your bias and so on, maybe potentially you'd be looking for a buy here, right? But I didn't do that. So I let it go. I just let it go. And I have times where I just let things go, and then, there's no problem with letting certain trade plans just leave you. And, so price went all the way up, and, we saw that nice push up, right? Currently we have a push to the upside. I do think that there's a very huge selling area. No. I didn't mean to do that. There's a huge selling area here. Right here. Okay. This is an area of interest. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put this. I'm going to put this. I'm just going to put a line here, because I'm also looking at the higher time frame. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, there's an exhaustion level. No, that's not it. Was it the 1-hour time frame? Okay, here. There's a level right somewhere here. Exactly where price is. So if you go down to the 50 minutes time frame, it does look like price has retested this level twice, right? That's how it looks like. So if I put up something like this, this is price retesting the level twice. All right, kind of. All right. I do also think that if at all we're to look for buys, we're better off waiting for price to push the downside. Maybe like a retracement across this area of interest. All right. So once upon a time, price was sitting below 23. All right, but now it's slightly above it. But I do think that we could see price come all the way down to here. Yeah, this would be a more safer area of interest to look for buys. I think so. This one here will be much more of a safer spot, right? Buys above here, which is what price point is this? This is roughly around let's see. This is 880,832. Buys above this level, kind of risky because your buying on price is already high, right? Yeah, that's basically the reason why I wouldn't want to buy outside here, because I know it's a breakout, but I also kind of feel like even though it's a breakout, price is already high. So, I mean, might already be the best thing to do. But I also think that, look, if you look at the 45 minutes, if price was to break, this is the lowest point for an area of interest that we have on the 45. Let me show you guys quickly that, all right? This is what I mean right here, all right? If price comes back and breaks this level, notice it's going to come here. It's going to come to this area here. So ideally, my bias is bullish, but I do think that price should come down here before it can push up. All right. So watch out for this level. I'm going to pin it here as well. Watch out for this level, this area here. Around like 79. This is BTC, guys. My bias is bullish. I do think that price should come down first before it can push up. All right. Take note of that. Very, very important that you do. I'll come to the comments, guys. I just want to give you guys my analysis here so you can. Yeah, I mean, price open close to Asian sessions high. Guess what should happen? Price should push down first, right? Yeah, that's what I think. So that should happen. Firstly, price should come down. Don't rush it. Just wait. Price eventually is going to come down. Don't rush it. Just wait. It's going to come down eventually. If it has to. If it doesn't have to, just let the price move wherever it has to go. All right? But this is what I think is going to happen, guys. This is what I think is going to happen. August, from my experience, will make you feel like you can't trade. Not really. You just need to apply proper risk management. That's all you have to do. Just apply proper risk and you don't have to stress. The problem is that if you trade like there's no trading tomorrow, then you're doomed. Trust me, you're doomed. If you wake up and you just start trading like there's no trading tomorrow, you're going to be doomed. Yeah. August is not a bad trading month. Don't make it seem like it is. It's not a bad trading month. Mr. Nas, I want to learn your strategy. Hit me up. Hit me up. There's a link somewhere around and you're going to learn how I do everything here. I might not be live next week, guys. I think I'll be traveling this coming Sunday. So I think next week I'll not be live and maybe not as active as I've been. I'll be doing some, I'll be on a business trip or something like that. So if you don't see me active next week, I'll try to be active, but like if you don't see me active, you guys know that I'm just handling some other business. I'm trading gold with a $10 account. I wouldn't really recommend doing that, but I mean, if you're willing to lose that $10, keep it up. Asking for a number. My number, I always put it on the screen. Where is it? It's not here. Oh, okay, let's put it. There you go. This is my WhatsApp number. Send me a text. How do you correlate the area of interest and the area of interest from the volume profile? Now, that's some deep analysis that I do right there. All right, I'm pretty much sure you've noticed that I use volume profiles quite a lot. I just observe areas that have the highest volume, all right, in relation with my points of interest based off my candlestick analysis, all right. It cannot really make sense if I explain it like that, but again, it's me observing where you have candles turning and pretty much like levels that have volume, right? So if I do something like this, look at this. If I do, let's say example, right? I use this high and this low, and then I'm trying to read the volume across this area, right? Already what I can see is that this area here has good volume, and it also has an area of interest based off my 45 minutes time, all right? So I know that this is a critical level. Sometimes price can just come back here and then just push up, all right? Why? Because it's an area that has lots of volume, all right? So there's lots of volume here, meaning that in as much as price might not come all the way down, this also could act as a minor level. This could be like a minor buy zone or minor buy spot, all right? So we could say minor level, basically, all right? So fine, price might not come all the way to this level as we want it to, but if it would come here and give us a confirmation, all right, maybe like candles closing a certain way, we could execute based off that, all right? So I look at things in that way quite oftenly, and that helps me understand, you know, certain levels based off that we have them on the chart. So yeah, but this is the analysis on BTC, guys. Okay, I'll take out this for now. That's not the main area, but watch out. This is a spot as well around here. You have a spot there, but then the main level is this one here. I do think that price might want to come back here, especially that it's testing this level twice. I think it might want to come back here, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'll upload these trade plans inside our chat, Telegram chat. Okay, let me get a screenshot of this actually, and then I send them over to you guys. Let's go, guys. Ask me some questions. Like and share the stream as well. Ask me some questions. Let's interact. Like and share the stream as well. All right. Check out gold. All right, I'll check it out. I'm watching. I've got a buy trade there. Actually, it's in drawdown. It's actually in drawdown, but I've got a buy trade there on gold. I think I showed you guys when I came on the stream. Just give me a second. I'll show you. I'll check it out very soon again. Bro, what's this happening here? Do you still do in-person lessons? No, no, no. I don't do that anymore. I don't do one-on-one in person anymore. All right. I just don't anymore. If I resume, I'll tell you guys, but I don't think it's anytime soon. But we do host group sessions, we do host online courses and all these things, but I'm just not doing one-on-one stations anymore. Alrighty, let's check out gold now. Let's go back, check out gold. Gold is frustrating this week. Trust me, it is really frustrating. So far, yesterday was frustrating. Yeah, because what it might do here is maybe it might just like, break this level, come back, retest this level, and then push back up. Maybe take me out and all that stuff, Or it might just start pushing up because we have a minor level here. I told you guys, right? It might just start pushing up from this minor level, right? But my buy is something like this. Let me show you. I'm just avoiding having it on the screen, but it's something like this. Yeah, so I'm close to my stop actually. Yeah, close to my stop. Not a good one. Not a good one. Yeah. It's not my main trade of the day, but one of the trades I took. So I'm just gonna hold. Honestly, I just fixed my stops, have my TPs, and just risk responsibly, and then let my trades play out. So I'm just gonna let this do what it has to do. If it hits the stop, well and good. Then we just wait for the next setup. But I do think that maybe this minor level can hold, right? Because the idea is that price needs to retrace first this area before we can push down all this one here. Yeah, we'll see. What else, guys, are you looking at? I can check that out as well right away. What else are you looking at? We've looked at BTC. We looked at gold. Maybe we check out Nasdaq. Yeah, what do you guys think? Let's check out Nasdaq. Nasdaq is US tech. It's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Step by step learning from the greatest of all times. Can't wait to be like you one day. You can actually just put in the work and let things play out. You can actually. You can even do way better than me. I just don't allow people to ever think. Rather, I don't find it useful for somebody to ever think that because they're learning from somebody else that they cannot really become better than them. Right? So I don't allow you to put yourself in a box to think like, hey, you know what? Because he's this good, so I can't be better than him. You can learn the same craft and even do way better. Trust me, because to some extent, sometimes doesn't mean because you're the founder of something, a strategy that makes you to really be the most profitable at it. To be honest with you, it just doesn't make you be in that position sometimes. But again, I get it. You should be because, hey, you know the strategy quite well. So you should get it right most of the time, right? But trading is not like that. Trading is about personality. Sometimes you're not at your best psychologically, right? So even if you have something that's working, but you're not at your best psychologically, you can still get things wrong, right? And I always say, not even half, but I think 80% of the time, trading is the mind game. If you lose it here, you can't get it right on the chart. So sometimes even a winning trade can turn into a losing trade. You know when that can happen? Well, if you fixate yourself, like, you know what, maybe I'm in a drawdown now, maybe it's gonna hit my stop, maybe let me just close the loss to prevent me losing money on this trade, whatever the case is. Price hasn't hit your stop. Eventually, later on afterwards, price turns around and goes in your favor. Maybe a lot of points up, and then you wish you were still holding. Yet you close out the trade prematurely, right? And it's like one case in which you could maybe have a situation where you have a winning trade turn into a losing trade. There's multiple times, of course, stuff like that has happened to me, especially when I'm not at my best psychologically, right? I've seen that happen. There's a strong area of interest here, guys, on Nasdaq. It's bearish. It's a bearish market, so I do think that right where it is, it could start pushing to the downside. Yeah, there's a strong level right exactly here. Exactly where price is here. also like an exhaustion level. So exactly here, we have a very strong area of interest. I'd rather wait for this 45 minutes candle to close if I want to look for sells here. Because once this closes, guess what happens? Let me do this. Let me zoom in here for you. This is 45 minutes, right? So once this closes, all right, what are your favorite time frames to use? I use a lot of 45 and 15, but I can use like 30. I can use 1 hour. It just depends on the situation, but mostly I'm using these 2 time frames side to side. So if you check, where is this? Okay, there we go. We have a level here. I mean, a low of the recent candle, which is right there. Then we have this current candle. Its low is here. We have its high, breaking the high of the recent candle. All right. If this candle closes bearish, the idea is the next candle might open, push up slightly to retest this area. You could use this candle as a stop loss, kind of the high of that candle. All right. And as it's going down, you make your entry, and then price maybe could go to the downside, kind of something like that, if you get it. All right. So that's what I expect to happen on Nasdaq. This is one time frame anyway, in the closest of reading the candles. But that retest could be a retest of such a nature. Maybe a retest of like that, and then probably price comes back down. All right. I do think price is bearish here, guys. No doubt. I really do think that price is bearish here. Where would it be heading to? I think first and foremost, price would be going to maybe... There's a level here. Yeah, but there's multiple levels here too. There's a Asian Sessions high, which is kind of like something like this here. This is the Asian Session high. Price will be going there. Then it could decide maybe if it wants to continue going up or not, but it's gonna go here first. First, it's gonna go here. Definitely, it's gonna go here. First, it's gonna go here. If we break below, we're gonna go down, maybe all the way to this level. But first, it's gonna go here, which is 29,090. Yeah, 29,090. Overall bias, bearish. Okay, if you're wondering, overall bias here is bearish. This is what we can regard as our selling spot, right? Just observe. I'll put some minor lines here just to give you a perspective that there's levels. There's a level right here. Okay, so you want to observe what happens here. This is a minor level too. If it would act as support, who knows? But I think price would want to come here first. If it breaks below this level, it's going to go all the way down, which is the main trend or the main bias, the overall direction, right? Yeah, so bearish here. I think price is bearish. I do think that price is bearish here. This was maybe a correctional move. Then we can push the downside. Would I think this is a good time to get in? No. I would wait for this 45 minutes candle to close, like I told you guys. All right. What pay is that? This is a US tech. What we regard as Nasdaq. Oh, my gold trade is actually pulling back. It's actually pulling back. I have moments like this, guys. Don't ever think that even though I have a good strategy, that all the trades or all the entries, I get them precisely. Don't ever think like that. All right. So even if you're in my Signal platforms, you're my VIP, there are times you've noticed that, of course, it's few times, yes, where we're getting a trade, price goes in drawdown, which is a very normal experience in trading. Don't ever take that away. All right. It just shouldn't be something that should happen to you oftenly, because if it does, then you need to work on your entry criterias. All right. But it would happen to you. It happens to me here and there. Like I get in a trade, price goes in drawdown, and then later on maybe goes up. All right. What then do? You trust your trade plan. You trust that you have a stop, which is gonna, if price gets to that level, just close the loss to protect your account. Or you just trust the fact that maybe price is gonna, go back and play out in your direction. All right. So I see gold is trying to pull back here. Let's check it out. I'm not 100% confident that it's ready to go up. So just don't take it like, hey, it's saying that we buy now. No. All right. But it looks like it's pulling back slightly here. Yeah. Overall, I think it should go to this level first and foremost. Overall. Yeah. We'll see what happens. How long have you been trading for? Oh, man. You guys asked me that question. Is that a resistance point of interest? Yes, 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 yes. Next support looks like 4620. Okay, 4620 is here. Maybe. Maybe not. What's the name of that indicator you use on BTC? Which one? Did you stop trading US oil? I don't trade it as much. No, I don't trade it as much. What capital do you think is reasonable to begin trading with? Just weigh yourself. Of course, I would always recommend you look for the most, if you have 10,000, you use that. I mean, it's reasonable. You end up leaving a good amount of money every single month from that. If you don't have much, you're falling underneath 1,000. Well, even $500 can earn you a good living a good income if you are to use that for trading. But again, I always recommend if you find more, honestly, you could make more. That's how it works. Just if you can fund more, the more the equity, the more the balance in your account, you can hold trades, you can open better positions, you can, take advantage of smaller moves and still make some reasonable amount of money. Like what I do personally, I take advantage of lots of small movements. All right, kind of like what I was trying to do here. All right, taking advantage of this short move, which is roughly like 200 points. I could earn a very good amount from that. Yeah, but if you have a small account, you could still grow it. Actually, you could. If you have a good I started with $10. I'm now at 618. Nice. Big ups to you. Yeah, big ups to you. And to grow a small account, in most cases, it's never about just one day of trading. If you do it one day, you're just most likely gambling. You might argue with me, fine, I get it. But if you can't do it quite often, consistently, then you don't have a system in place that guarantees you of those wins. All right, because if you can just do it once, today you found a $10, then you flip it to 1,000. Tomorrow you come back on the charts, you lose $500. You lost half of what you made yesterday. The next day you lose 300. Then you just can't really maintain that consistency. Because I kind of feel like it's about the long term. Like if you have a working strategy, you can repeat the same decision model kind of on every particular different trading day. All right. Some you get them right, some you get them wrong. But it comes down to how many of the ones you get right. And what is the return when you get those ones right? All right. What is the return? What is the return versus what you got wrong? Because if what you got wrong it's getting a huge chunk off your account than what you get right, then you still need to work so hard on, your risk management tactics and so on. And then also maybe your strategy also needs to be, refined or something like that. It's taken me 2 months. Nice. $10 to 618 in 2 months. Nice. I'll tell you one thing for free. It's not everybody that can do that. And it's not the easiest of things to do. Even I would not be able to do that sometimes. It's a very hard task to do. Very, very hard. Okay, gold is going down, guys. It looks like it wants to break this level here. If it breaks this level, it's going straight for my stop because I have a stop around down below somewhere here. Yeah, let's watch and see. But I gave you guys the levels quite importantly, right? Would I look for sells? Maybe if we break this main area of interest. Okay, maybe for continuations to the downside. That's the only time I'd look for sells. Or if price goes up to this level or this level, that's the only time I'll look for sells. Currently, I'll be looking for buys. All right. Let me just check on my trade here. Yeah, I might be hitting a stop very soon. It looks like I might be hitting a stop here. I didn't share this trade to the free VIP. I figured out I didn't share it. That candle's closing, guys. This candle's closing. In a few seconds. Let's check out. Someone says check out Nasdaq. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what's happening. So I'm waiting for this 45 minutes candle to close. If you look at the 5 Let's look at the 5 minutes. I think price is trying to retest. Yeah, look at this. You see this? Price is retesting the level kind of like twice, but it's not ready to go down yet. Let's wait for this candle here to close on the 45 minutes time. Of which 45 is this basically. So this here is basically what I have. Yeah. So this here is basically what you guys can see right here. So let's see. I entered the trade around 6. I've learned the most from you. I'm glad you have. I'm glad you have. You have to be very observant actually to gain the most of value of everything that we do here. If you're not observant, you always show up here and just get nothing from this. You know, I'm telling you. You always feel like, but why didn't you give me a trade on the stream? No, I was giving you some kind of like an approach as the day unfolds, so you can watch out levels. And most times these levels play out. They hold the price turns around them and stuff like that. Are you going to react to that FVG, or it will be used as an inducement? I don't know what you mean by that, Andrea. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by FVG and inducements. All I know is I could react to this level based off on how candles close. Yeah, as a resistance level, basically. What strategy are you using? It's symbol price action. It's just mixed up with volume profile. Loss of time from correlation. Yeah, and just understanding stations as well. So it's a mix up of that. It has no name, to be honest. It's just my strategy that I have a few concepts that if I see a line accordingly, I just take my trades like that. How do you separate candles like that? You need to find the two. There should be some twos, but the one I'm using is a little bit of a customized tool that I did. I haven't really. I'll let you know if I put it out there soon, but I haven't really yet put it out there. But there's lots of tools I think where you can do the same. What about that open day level on gold? Which one? Which one? Look at what gold is doing here, man. Crazy. Crazy. This is a 45 minutes candle. It's closed. Bearish. This becomes an area of interest here as well because of what's happening here. This also becomes some kind of like an area of interest. It could change the bias too, but I need to wait and see if price is just gonna come here and test this level or not. Yeah, because the candle closed on a 45 minutes chart. Did you see that? The candle closed bearish. It means we have created an area of interest, which now this is our high. Okay, our high is basically the most recent spot of reaction. Okay, in my case, it's the most recent spot of reaction. So I think I'll hit my stop here very soon. If not that I have already. Let me see. Oh man, it's close to hitting my stop. Yeah, I was trying to get a very quick run, but it didn't happen. The quick run was going to be all the way to here, but it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. I'll try and see. Maybe I'll give this trade a second chance on the next attempt. I'll share these trade plans with you guys in the chat so you can kind of like observe what we are looking for. I think price is coming back here, guys. Coming back here. I think price is coming back here. Let's watch what it does here, because I think it might just want to come back and retest this level. Let's watch what it does here. Let's really watch what it does here. Maybe we could get a confirmation. Let's just watch what it does. Let's watch what it does. Are you yet to announce the date for the workshop? Yeah. It's long overdue. I was supposed to announce by now, but I haven't confirmed on the venue space, so I can't really announce something that I've not confirmed on a venue space. I'm confirming today. So I'll let you know. So you can be part of it. I'll put it in in October. All right, we'll put it in October. I think we'll put it on the so maybe you can fix this in your date, in your calendar or something. I'll put it on the 17th or 10th of October. All right, 17th or 10th of October. Or I might do two sessions actually. I might do one on the 10th and another one on the 17th. All right, so I might do two sessions. So it's free. Yeah, you can show up, but again, you need to register to show up. Don't just bump in the room. You won't be able to be given access. But I'll let you guys know. I'm so sure by end of today I should conclude on something with my team. So we should conclude and then give you guys updates. Do you think it might break the Asian low? If it does, then we could go for a bearish move. If we break the Asian low, which is this one. If we do break the Asian low. But man, it's been unpredictable market conditions yesterday, today. So let's just see. The volume looks like it's more bearish now than bullish. But I'm just thinking maybe it's price trying to push a little bit to this area. I don't know. Yeah, this level actually has lots of volume right now. But it's turning to be more bearish than bullish. So let's observe. I'll observe what happens here, guys. This is a buy spot for me. If this area is broken, maybe we could sell the downside. But I won't be so quick to look for sells if we break here. I won't be so quick to look for sells if we break here, because there's another buy level to the downside around here. There's another buy spot somewhere here that I was looking at earlier. If price was to go here. But anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see what's gonna happen. I really want to be part of it. Yeah, sure, don't worry. If you have an Access account already, that's even a plus. Maybe that could be the criteria to get in. Who knows? Yeah, guys, I hit my stop here. Wow. I lost like $1,000 here on this buy trade I took earlier. But it's okay. We'll probably get it back on another trade as the day unfolds. Losses, even though small, they still take the most out of what you've been building. But you have to embrace them, because the idea is that you cannot consistently just always win. It doesn't work like that, I think. Yeah, okay. But it's quite a trade that I managed properly. Sometimes I'm glad that even if I take like a loss on a trade, the fact that I did manage it properly in terms of risk. I used to have a very bad, terrible risk system before, and now when I trade, at least I'm happy about how I manage my risk. In as much as I'm also happy about the gains when I actually have a winning trade. I'm floating $400 drawdown. You need to close that, bro. If your account is not big, just close that. You don't need to keep holding to that. Just close. What advice would you give to a beginner? Should they work on patience or build a strategy according to how you did it yourself the time you were a beginner? I'd work on both. Strategy goes hand in hand with psychology. In fact, psychology is part of your strategy as well. All right? It's part of your strategy as well. So I'll do both. I'll work on both. Look, without a strategy, you can't execute trades. Without a proper psychology, you can't even hold on to positions. You won't even have the confidence to take trades as well. So I think the two go hand in hand. Just work on both. And the only way you work on both is you keep showing up, you keep starting the charts, you keep executing based off on things that you've confirmed as concepts that work. Yeah. Sometimes you don't need to start from scratch. Like you don't need to formulate your own strategy if somebody else out there has something that's working. Makes no sense to me. Like why would you think today you just start trading and you start looking, you start formulating your own style, right? It might waste a lot of your time. It might take a toll on your account. Before you realize it, you've experimented quite a lot and you've lost so much money. That's when you conclude that this strategy works for sure. Right? I have a friend from Waterworks. He has a broken leg from football when you used to get him for seminars. What do you mean by that, though? What do you mean by that? The way God is moving, do you think it might continue dropping? It might. Everything is a possibility. I don't restrict myself to what might not happen on the charts, right? Because already clearly, with this area being created on the 45 minutes, it's only if we break this high of this candle that we can push up. All right. But if we don't, we could break. There's a low here. There's a low here, which is currently this area. If we break this low, which is this level, we could go down. All right. So let's just wait and see what happens, guys. You get confirmation. Right now, there's no confirmation of entry all over again. You could wait for price to maybe get in here. All right, before you could confirm any other trade setup, rather an entry. BTC is coming down, right? Just exactly as we discussed. So we're gonna give it time as well to keep coming down. Because for sure, one thing we do know is that we have an area here, small level. Observe what price does on that level. Our main buying spot is this one. Nothing changes here. Our main buying spot is this one. So we're just going to wait and see what happens. Oh, Nasdaq also is... This candle's closing very soon. In like a few minutes. So we could maybe wait for that. But it's still bearish as well. Yes, guys. So I think I've given you guys some interesting levels to watch out for. That was the main thing I wanted to do. I hope you trade safely. I won't be here for too long. I'll post all these trade plans inside our Telegram community. All right. Make sure you are inside that community, right? Because you could get lots of value from most of the trade plans that I normally upload there. Of course, it's not everything that plays out, but at least most of the trade plans that we upload, they normally play out. All right. There's links to my stream right now if you want to join the platform that I'm just talking about right now, if you're not inside already. So I'll share these trade plans with you. Go join this platform. I'll share it like this, the way I normally share these trade plans. All right. So go join, and yeah, see you on that side. You can join the VIP if you want, so that you can copy the same trades as I take them. All right. Yeah. So not a bad stream, quite a decent one. Not a bad stream, quite a decent one. Usually I don't trade on Mondays. Okay. I do trade on Mondays as well. Can you enter a buy on gold? I don't think right now. Just wait. Just give it a bit of some time. Because I think it's going to push to this level. Just give it a bit of some time. I want to grow my $1,000 to 10,000. What's one advice you can give me? 1,000 to 10,000 is not the easiest of things to do. I did that, of course, at some point. You guys saw me do that. I also did like a $500 to 5,000. I have an entire risk plan that I was using for that as well. Hopefully one of these days I share it with some of you guys. All right. Because it wasn't just like take a trade however markets present themselves. It wasn't like that. It was take a trade based off plan in terms of risk points, there has to be a systematic approach, right? Especially on your first, if you're trading a small account, right? The key is your first few, let's say first 3 trades or your first 2 trades have to be the best trades. If they're not, it can demoralize you, to be honest. It can take you out from even growing that account. So your first trade is key. Your second trade is also key. Your third trade is key as well. So you have to find the best setups in terms of risk reward ratio as well. Your stop, I mean, your load sizing has to be systematic as well. Okay, because you know what? Guess what? You can't grow a $500 account to 5,000 by using 0.01. All right. Or if I say you can't, I'm putting a limitation. Not like you can't, but it's gonna take you months. It's gonna take you maybe years. Who knows? To grow just the 500 to 5,000 with 0.01. You can't just do that. All right. So there has to be a systematic approach. And everything still narrows down to having a proper plan in place. And it's that plan that kind of like at least guides your entire approach. All right. Now you know what you have to do at different intervals. You know that, okay, you know what? If I take the first trade, my aim is to make maybe 30%, or my aim is to make, let's say, 40%. And maybe I'm going to risk, let's say, 15 or 20%. Because with small accounts, you can't risk 1%. How do you feel about liquidity sweep, break of structure followed by fair value gaps? To be honest, I don't understand any of those things. I don't understand any of those things. You know, I have friends that trade liquidity sweeps and all this, but bro, I don't trade that myself. I don't understand any of them. Value gap, fair value gap, which is FVGs, right? I don't understand most of the stuff. It's not like I don't think they don't work, but I think I have a system too that works for myself. So I don't really want to waste so much time adding on more to it. Yeah. I'll share it with you guys. I'll share the plan I use, $500 to 5,000. I'll share it with you guys actually. I'll share it with you guys. Maybe let's say I'll share it with everybody that comes for this workshop that we're putting together. All right. The maximum capacity is going to be 300 people, nothing more than that, because of the venue spaces that we have in consideration. Right. And if not, we might do like 150 on one day, then 150 on the second day. All right. So just bear in mind, if I put out dates and registration for that, be quick, right? Quick to securing a slot. It's free. So I don't see a reason why you should take your time. Just be quick to secure a slot, figure out how is the criteria process to get access to this particular station. It's a workshop. You come learn. Maybe one of the days we also look at actual live trades together. The first session is going to be on a Saturday. The second session might be on a weekday if we have a second session. All right. Yeah, guys, how do you feel about the stream? It was a good one, right? I think it was a good one. I think it was a good one. Yeah, I'm going to end it here. Let me go do some other work. I'm still watching my charts. I constantly watch my charts like the whole day. So I'm still watching my charts, waiting for maybe other setups and confirmations. If I get them, then I could execute. I think we have a close on the... Yeah, we have a close here. But that's not a good confirmation. See, this candle is not good. This one. It's not a good one to confirm. Because we have a body, but the body is small, smaller than the previous candle's body. Of course, it's low, breaks the previous candle's low. So this is not a good confirmation. I wouldn't risk it for this. I would risk it for waiting for the next candle to break this candle's low now. All right. So yeah, no confirmation here on Nasdaq. BTC should be, yeah, look at that, guys. Look at this. Didn't we just talk about this? We did, right? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I love it when markets do what exactly I thought they would do. Because then at least I know that my strategy works. At least 80% of the time. We'll leave that 20% for margin of error. Look at this. We broke the low right now. Look at this. We broke this low. Yeah, we just broke this low. So even though price comes in here, we wait for confirmation. We wait for confirmation. BTC is dropping. Yeah, it's dropped. Literally, exactly what we discussed here. What exactly makes me know that this is gonna? I wish I took the sell though, but I'm not the type to trade against the initial trend that I was trying to set up. But I wish I took the sell, bro. Like, look, this is a nice push. Yeah, risk here. Maybe the approach to take this sell was gonna be a quick scalp like this. I didn't take it, sadly. I was just waiting for price to push up. I thought it would build up, not like a rush down. Sell there, you know, TPs here. Looks good, right? Maybe this was going to be a setup. Yeah. I should start taking, but you know, sometimes the problem is that whenever I've done something like this, you find out that price just goes against you at the same spot, because then you're trying to counter trade. Yeah, we all saw this happen. Is this time for an entry? It's got in the area of interest. Haven't confirmed the entry yet. Let me look up for something real quick. Play back these candles. Oh, that's too much of a playback. That's way too much of a playback. We don't have an area of interest yet. Quite a tricky one, if you gotta ask me. But we're gonna wait for a few candles to close. Yeah, join the VIP, guys. I might call out a BTC trade there if we get an entry here. Whoa, look at that. Oh man, wow. And someone would be like, but if you knew it would drop, why didn't you take the sell? I didn't want to trade against what I thought is the initial trend. Wow, bro. Wow. This thing is breaking that area. Wow. Crazy. Literally in my face. 1,000 points on BTC. You can tell I'm hurt by this. But it wasn't part of the plan, so what can we do? It just wasn't part of the plan. This is what I thought would happen on gold. You know, this similar approach, but to the upside. This is what I thought would happen on gold. Because it's the same setup. It's kind of like the same setup. If you look at the way sections also open, it's the same setup. Is it that gold is going to take time? Yeah, this hurts. This really hurts. This is money missed here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. This is an area of interest. Let's see what happens. Price might come back, reject off it, and then let's see. Is that news? I think so. Bitcoin stays strong after hitting fresh 3-month high. But it's not really sustainable news to close this. I don't know what happened here, to be honest. I don't know. Bro, it hurts to miss this trade. It hurts. Oh. It hurts to miss that down. I honestly didn't think it would be a rush down like that. I thought it'd be a build up, like candles building up until we get here, then we confirm the trade. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's under smart money concept. Oh yeah, okay. What's the advice you can give to someone trading prop firms? How can you consistently pass and fund? You need a very good risk approach. Look, price is rejecting off this level now. It's rejecting off this level. Wow. It would have been a good one. Yes, it would have been. Knowing that we actually were looking for price to push down. We shouldn't be talking like that because we missed the trade. So check out gold. It's going strong. Nah, it's bearish, bro. It's bearish. Gold is bearish for now, but it's getting into this area. We watch what happens here. All right, we watch what happens here. If we get a confirmation, maybe that's when we can take a trade. No confirmation, no trade. Oh yeah. All right, guys, have a good one. Join the VIP if you want to get access to all these trades. I'll see you guys inside there. Let's interact and trade safely. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow. I'll come back on the stream again tomorrow. So bye-bye and take care. Take care. Don't over risk. Don't over risk. Risk money you can afford to lose.